Now let's discuss the third section of the Code of Ethics, which is the professional leadership principles. So a computing professional should in the 3.1 ensure that the public good is the central concern during all professional computing work. Okay, so we should do what is the very good for the people, and we should only focus our concern to the to what the people needed. Okay, so the 3.2 states here that articulate, encourage acceptance of, and evaluate fulfillment of the social responsibilities by members of the organization or group. So we should be a team player, and we should know how to work in a group. So we must encourage acceptance and accept the criticism made with our group, since it is our social responsibility as a organization or a group. Okay, so let's move into the section 3.3 states that uh, we should manage personnel and resource quality of working life. So we should manage our working force and our resources to the best of its quality, so that we can deliver the high standard as possible to the people. Okay, the 3.4 states here that articulate, apply, and support policies and processes that reflect the principle of the code. So we should follow the rules and regulations created by the code, and we should always try, should give our best not to conflict with the rules and law. And the idea of this is to support the policy and obey. Now the 3.5 states that we should create opportunities for members of the organization or group to grow as professionals. Okay, this I think is is for the group, that we should not take our members in the organization for granted, and we should respect the the our our co-members in the organization, and let them grow and learn and take lesson, and we should learn a lesson to each and every one of us in a group, and we should create a space to let all the members in a group to grow. Okay, so where are we? Okay, the 3.6 states that use care when modifying or retiring systems. Okay, so when we tamper the codes or the system, we should we should we should always be careful not to not to interfere and mess up the system. And that is unacceptable when it happens because a lot of the team work on that system and uh, do a lot of work and effort. So first, when we modify or when we tamper in the system, we should always think to be careful. In the 3.7 states to recognize and take special care of systems that become integrated into infrastructure of the society. So we should take care of the systems that is put into the infrastructure in the society because for example we created a system, a computing system for a bank. So we should take uh, take care of that system would not uh, so that would not mess up the the security and safety of a bank. So that's it for the example. Let's go to the oh yeah the last code of ethics of the ACM, which is the section 4. And the section 4 states that compliance with the code. The 4.1 says that we should uphold, promote, and respect the principles of the code. So all of the code that we have just read the from 1 to 3, we should we should promote, uh, imply and do what we should do what the rules has given to us and obey. So let's go to the last subsection of section 4. Should treat violations of the code as inconsistent. Treat violations of the code as inconsistent with membership of the in the ACM. So when we violate the code, we should be inconsistent with it and not make it a practice to repeat the said violation, because as a member of the ACM we should be responsible and obey the rules and regulations created by the code of ethics as said in the section 4.1, that we should respect the principles of the code. So I think that's it for the code of ethics of the ACM. And thank you for listening.